Welcome students. Today we will start with the topic on projection of planes. So basically planes are the two-dimensional figures which have the height or the third dimension very small, which can be neglected. So let us now proceed to the questions on projection of planes. So the question says that an hexagonal plane of 35 side has one of its sides in HP. The surface of the plane is inclined 45 degrees to HP. Draw the projections. So, before proceeding for drawing of any given statement, what I recommend is you have to answer these three questions which are given on the right hand side, which are this one: what to draw, where to draw, and how to draw. If you answer these questions correctly, there is very less chance that you will draw the problem wrong. So starting with the finding out the answers of these three questions, that is what to draw. So if you now see the highlighted part here, it is given as hexagon, a hexagonal plane. That means we have to draw an hexagon. So we got the answer for this particular question, that we have to draw a hexagon. Now the next question is where to draw, which means whether we have to start from HP or we have to start from VP. So here it is given that a hexagonal plane 35 side has one of its sides in HP. So as it is given in HP, we will start from down. So we got answer for this particular question also. So now the third question, how to draw. Now, as it is given as a hexagon, hexagon can be drawn in any orientation. For example, or the hexagon can be like this, so the question is which orientation of this two we have to draw. So we have to see the question here. It is given that has one of its side, this is the important part now, has one of its side. So whatever it will mention here in the question, that we will keep on the right hand side. So if you observe these two orientations, the edge or the side which is coming on right hand side is in this orientation. This particular side is coming on the right hand side. So this is the orientation we will draw for this particular question. Hope you have understood how to start the problem. So to start any problem of projection of planes, you have to answer these three questions: what to draw, where to draw, and how to draw. So now after this, let us start with the construction part. So first we will draw the reference line. So I will name this reference line says XX. Now as we have discussed that we will be starting with the hexagon, and it will be started from down such that one of the side will be in HP. That means that side will be on the right hand side. So let us start constructing the hexagon now. So as the side is given as 35, we will first take a circle of radius 35 a very light circle, because that is a part of construction, it is not a part of the solution. Now we will construct a diameter line. And then by using the compass with the same radius, make an arc this side as well as this side. Similarly, keep the compass at this particular location and make an arc on left side as well as right side. Now we will join these points by means of a straight line by using the scale. So just join the points. we have to use scale while for joining these points. So this completes the hexagon. Start naming from this edge A, and then follow the anti-clockwise pattern. So this completes step 1. Now we have to go for step 2. Okay, before proceeding further, I will give you a sequence. So sequence goes like this. If you draw step number 1 down, step number 2 will come here on the top of XY line. Then we will have step 3 just next to step 2. Then step 4 will be down. And if it is a 3-stage problem, next to 4 it will be stage 5. And then finally it will be step 6. So these steps will be followed: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now we have completed step 1. We have to go for step 2, and step 2 will be just by means of projections. So if I circle these steps, step 2 and 4, and in case if it is a 3-stage problem, then stage 6 or step 6 will be just by means of projections. So I will take the projections up on the XY line. So from these 2 points, then from these 3 points, now once I have taken the projections, I will just name the points in the front view wherever they have touched the reference line. So this point will be E dash, D dash, because E and D both are cutting at this particular point. Then for this particular case it will be C dash, F dash and O dash, and then finally these 2 points will be A dash and B dash, and we will make this particular thing as dark from this point to this point. So with this we have completed step number 2. Now as I have discussed with you that if this is step 1, that is if we start from down, step 2 will be upside and step 3 will be just next to step 2. So now we have to make something at this particular location just next to step 2, for which we have to read the question and the condition given. So the condition given is the surface of the plane is inclined 45 degrees to HP. Okay, first I will write the HP and VP. Below the XY line is HP, and the one which is on the above XY line or above the reference will be VP. Now we are given that the surface of the plane is inclined 45 degrees to HP. So if it is inclined 45 degrees to HP, its true length will be visible in VP. And also we have seen the condition that next step will be here only, which is in the VP. So if the condition is given with HP, you have to make it VP because true length will be seen in the opposite view. So the condition is 45 degree to HP. So now at any random location I will mark a point. Let us say this is the point, and from this point I will measure angle of 45 degrees. So I will just measure 45 here. Then I will join this line with a light line now, a very light line. The important point, whichever side we have taken on right hand side, for in this case it is a and b, so this a dash and b dash will never go above xy line. Okay, I repeat, whatever edge or the corner which we will keep on right hand side, that will be on xy line, because it is given here its one of its side is in HP. So in HP means on xy line. What is on xy line? One of its side. Which side? The side which we have kept on the right hand side. Again I repeat, it's given in the question has one of its side in HP. So in HP means on XY line. So now what should be on the, so now what should be on XY line? One of its side. Which side? The side which we have kept on the right hand side, which is AB. So this A dash and B dash will always be on XY line as per this particular question. One of the sides is in HP. So I will name this point as A dash B dash here. So this point is fixed now. Now what we will do is, in the compass we will measure from AB, the distance from AB to this particular point ED, because we are just inclining the surface. So the measurement will remain same. So just measuring from A dash B dash to E dash D dash. Now I will keep it here at AB, and I will make an arc on this particular line of 45 degrees. And now I will name this point as E dash and D dash. Similarly, you have to measure distance from A dash B dash to this C dash F dash and O dash. Then keep the compass at this particular location and mark the point of C dash F dash and O dash. So I will name this point as C dash F dash O dash. And now we will make this as dark. From this point to this point. Okay. This completes step 3. Now step 4 will be just below step 3, and I have circled this step. That means it will be drawn just by means of projections. So now I have to take the projections. So projection from A dash B dash, it will be very light. They are just the projections. And then similarly I will take projections from all these points. So starting with alphabetical order, let us say starting with A. I'll just take the projection, and it meets at this particular point, so I will name this point as A. Then similarly go for B. So from B you have to use scale to make the projectors. So this is a projector from B, and it is meeting the projector from B at this particular location. So this will be named as point B. then from projectors from point C, this is meeting the projector of point C from top at this particular location. So this will be termed as point C. Then going to point D. So projection from point B and D will be same if the construction is perfect. So they are meeting at this particular location. So this will be termed as point D. Then for E, A and E will lie on the same projector. So this will be termed, so this point will be termed as point E. And then finally for point F, again we have to draw the projector. And wherever they intersect, that will be point F. So with this we have completed plotting all the points. Now next step is to join the points. And for joining we have to take the help of original figure. So here we can see that the joining is as per this sequence from A to B, then B to C, then C to D, D to E and E to F. So same process we have to follow here also. By means of a scale you have to join from point A to point B, then from point B to point C. We have to use scale for joining this. Then from C to D, then D to E, E to F and F to A. So this completes the construction part. Now we have to give, to complete the drawing we have to give the dimensions. So so the dimensions which occur in the statements of the problem should be visible in the construction. So there are only two dimensions which are visible, that is, one is the side of 35 mm, another is angle of 45 degrees. So these two dimensions we will give. So with this we have completed the question with all respects. So hope you have understood the question. Again I repeat, the basic to solve any question of projection of planes lies in the answers of that three questions which are written on the right hand side. That is, what to draw, where to draw and how to draw. If you understand this particular thing by reading the question, then there is very less chance that you will be going wrong. So we will continue the questions in the next class. Thank you.